A fragile economy needs muscle. Cuts to interest rates were meant to boost the spending power of consumers. There have been 3 so far this year, and rates have never been lower. But many Australians are nervous.
When the interest rates are low, I think people do get a bit scared. I think it makes people think about, well, what's behind it? There must be something really wrong because they're so low. I better insulate myself against changes in the future. I better put my money into the mortgage while I can.
Retailers in Australia have felt the pain. Sales have slumped. Many Australians are worried about their jobs and slow growth in wages. Economists say concerns about the US-China trade war, Brexit, and the health of the European economy are dragging Australia into the slow lane.
I think people are very gloomy, and that's showing up in the fact that they're not prepared to spend. They are sitting on their wallets. The Reserve Bank themselves have actually become concerned around the messaging that these rate cuts have had on people. Clearly, they are giving that be scared message rather than here's some more money for you to spend message.
The signs of a slowing economy are hard to miss. This restaurant closed down a couple of weeks ago. The Australian government and the Reserve Bank had hoped that a series of interest rate and tax cuts would have made a real difference. The thinking was the more money you give people, the more money they spend. But here, that hasn't happened. Australia has high levels of household debt. The feeling in the suburbs is that any extra cash from rate cuts is best used to pay some of it back.
I think in general, probably most people are erring on the side of caution. So lower interest rates generally points to a deteriorating economy. Personally, we're just taking it as an opportunity to reduce our overall, mortgage amount and things like that.
The last recession here was in the early 1990s. The Australian economy has a knack for being resilient and of finding its way out of trouble. Phil Mercer, BBC News, Sydney.